First ride on a KTM. Wahoo! Hello, Fuzzy Biker here. Look what we got today. Very unusual for me, right? This is a 2018 KTM 500 EXC-F. Isn't that thing a beautiful, beautiful machine? I've been driving it around for a little bit here in Omaha, and it's more of a motorcycle I could ever imagine. It's way beyond my skill levels and abilities, of course, but just a phenomenal machine. I've always wanted to drive one. I've never driven a KTM of any type, but she's a 510cc liquid cooled single cylinder, made in Austria, I think, someplace like that. You know, I think it's a 6-speed, but I'm not sure. I'll put that down below if I'm wrong. But of course the brake lever and the, you know, look at just how rugged that machine is. Like I said, liquid cooled, split radiator, monoshock. Looks like it's adjustable. You can't really see much, can you? Travel on the front is 13 inches. Isn't that amazing? Got these beautiful guards to cover these upside down forks. Look at the diameter of those tubes are. I'll put that here in the, you know, right here, how wide the tubes are. The forks are adjustable. Compression, rebound. Compression on this side, rebound on this side. The brakes, and it's got amazing brakes. They're Brembos. Disc on the back, Brembo. And of course the same on the front. Check that out. Wow. That's just, this thing, yeah, amazing. It's supposed to weigh, with the tank of fuel, about 255 pounds, I think. I really wasn't ready for this review. I was kind of a off-the-cuff thing, so I'll try to get the specs and put them in writing. Here's the master cylinder for the rear brake, Brembo, of course. Front one, it's got a hydraulic clutch. Whoa, Nelly. Look at that aggressive looking stance. Chain drive, of course. A lot of people will lower gear them. You could hear this chain slapping this connector here, or this guard right here, when you're riding it. I think that's how that's supposed to be. I don't think there's a cover on that. It's got this neat little bendable shifter lever. I think, nope, that doesn't bend, but it does come off. It's a fascinating machine. WP. Check that out. It is adjustable, see? Here and probably here. Wow. I believe the horsepower is supposed to be high 40s or low 50s. And then, like I said, it's got 255 pounds with a full tank of gas. The gas is, I think he said 2.8 gallons or something like that. Look at that seat. That is not a stock seat. It says the stock seat is actually more aggressive than this. This is supposed to be, the stock seat is cut in like this, more of an angle like this is right here, all the way back. And I think he said the stock seat was taller. That's one of the few things that have been modded on this. Now he's got a garage full of parts. Isn't that neat? That he's going to add to this pretty quick. So good thing we got in here before that happened. There's the radiators. There is a fan for the radiator, thermostat, and all that neat stuff. Check out these tires. Maybe I can read what they are. Tusk. Of course, the D Sport. It's a 21 on the front. I can't find, oh, 2190. And on the back, I have a hard time reading off of black, so it's hard for me to. Tusk. I can't find the, there it is, 130/90/18. Of course, there's rim locks on the rear. Look at those counterweights on the front. Just an amazing machine. This actually came from Iowa. and now lives in Nebraska, and I think it only has 850 miles on it. But look at that clearance. I mean, look at that. And the ground clearance, I mean, it must be 16 inches. I'll look that up too. I don't think this is stock either. I think you said that was another item that had been added. But you could build a doghouse underneath that thing. It's just up there. Phenomenal machine. Phenomenal. This is a real purpose-built hot rod. Adjustable. I don't know what that adjusts. I don't know if that adjusts the lever position or if that adjusts the rate that the brake, you know, applies itself. Same here. Same here in the clutch. I was driving around the park here and through Omaha, and it's just been a hoot, a barrel of monkeys fun. Because it's got a stock exhaust, it isn't super loud, and that's good for me. But it's very torquey, very reactive. You got to give it a little gas to get off the line. The clutch is kind of almost like an on-off switch. It's very hair clutch. I really enjoyed riding it, but what a deal. Really appreciate the opportunity to ride it. Just an amazing machine. Like I said, these forks are just, look how, I'll find out how big and thick those are, but those have got to be super rigid. And of course 13 inches of travel. The rear's probably got the same. Okay, I'm pining. All right guys, Fuzzy Biker, KTM 500 EXC-F. I think EXC is for cross country, and I'm not sure what the F is. F is for 4-stroke. But what a hot rod, what a hot rod. Get out there and ride, my friends. Wahoo! First ride on a KTM. Let's see how this goes. He said the brake and the shifter lever were really inside, tight to the engine. It's a very narrow motorcycle. It's tall. I'm on my tippy toes. I like the clutch. Suspension is bouncy. It's got a speedometer, a light for the indicator to know the indicator's on. It's got a hydraulic clutch, hydraulic brake, start switch, kill switch, horn, high lows, and blinker switch. Key is back here. Here's some lights over here, plus and minus, I suppose, for a trip meter or something like that. Nice, nice. Seat is hard as a rock and narrow. You're definitely up in the air. It's uncomfortable. It's not made to be cruised on for sure. It's got a seat like a 2x4. And it pulls pretty darn good. Lots of vibration, the handlebars, and the seat, and the foot pegs. Very raw. Just like a dirt bike when I was a kid. Probably with more power and more reliability though. I think it's very well balanced. It doesn't seem, I mean, it doesn't want to throw itself on the ground or anything. That mirror, look, it just vibrates. Look at that, if you can see that. It just shakes like I bet this thing wheelies forever if you want. First ride, we're not going to try that. Its owner was telling me that he's had this on the freeway going 75, which is amazing. Shifting is pretty darn good and smooth. There's my park. I just missed it. Do not block intersection. I think I can do that. Look at that turning radius. Wow. I love it. It has feel all the way through. You definitely feel it. The handlebars shake, the seat shakes, the feet shake. It's a tall bike, but it's not an uncomfortable tall. It's a very narrow motorcycle. Okay, so back to the bike. It's got the blinkers, it's got high lows, it's got, you know, everything to make it legal, a mirror, tail lights, headlight. But this is definitely not a road bike. This is absolutely off-road. It's a very exciting motorcycle to drive. It's the kind of motorcycle that eggs you on to drive fast, so you got to watch that.